Okay. Alright, you ready for this? No, I'm still not ready for this. But what you're not ready for is the cutscene. Action.
Oh, Flatline, this is terrible. I can't see where I'm going. Can you fix my head really quick? Oh, thank you, Flatline. You're the best. Yeah, it was nothing.
Hey, Flatline, can you fix my tail really quick? I think I broke it.
There you go.
Wow, I got a new tail. Can't wait to go fishing with it.
Hey, don't go breaking it again, you hear?
Hey, Flatline, can you fix his eyeball again? He keeps hurting himself.
Really? I just fixed him an hour ago. Oh, the number of patients I'm getting. This is getting a little out of hand. Who is it this time?
Hey, Flatline, it's me.
Ah, Vortex. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if you can fix Black Kennedy here. Apparently he can't transform.
A new patient. Well, isn't this going to be interesting? I'll have him fill some paperwork really quick. I just need an energon sample and a leak sample.
A leak sample? What do you need the leak sample for?
It's for research, and it's also protocol. Otherwise, the second option is painful and less embarrassing. You choose.
Okay, Black Kennedy. I guess I'll leave you with Flatline.
Now, don't worry, Black Kennedy. I promise I won't hurt you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. His name is Khan. If you're new here, welcome. I'm the fabulous leader of the Decepti-KHAN army. Today, we are going to be reviewing Flatline again. Yeah, you're gonna be like, I'm confused. Why are you reviewing Flatline again? So I did a review of Flatline about 6 months ago, but that was kind of more of like a first impressions of him. Like, believe it or not, that was my very first action figure review that I put together. And at the time, I didn't really know how to put a review together, so I feel like it's a mess. That's all I'm gonna say, that review is a mess. But after looking back at it though, looking back at that review, it is very nostalgic to really see how far I've come in the last 6 months. So we're gonna kind of see, and basically the point of this whole video is to really see if I can make Flatline's review a little better than before, and to answer the question if I feel like I've learned anything in my 6-month journey as a collector. So, Flatline, I think I'm ready for my checkup here. So let's see if my opinion on Flatline has changed in the last 6 months. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Also, I will put a link down below, as well as putting a card up here if you guys would like to check the original review on Flatline. Yeah, I'm really excited to really see how Flatline's new and improved review goes. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive right in and see if I've learned anything in the last 6 months with, with my collecting journey. Okay guys, here is Flatline, and it's time to do his articulation. He can look left and right, and you can rotate his head all the way around. So yes, he does look a little bit possessed. He can also look a little bit up and also a little bit down, but not too much. His arms can go all the way around. His arms can twist. He's got elbow bend. His hands can rotate, but they don't bend. He could do a T-pose. You can also remove his left hand. This was actually something I didn't go over in the previous review, but you can actually take off his left hand. He has waist rotation. He can kick forwards, and he can also kick backwards. Which means, yes, Flatline can definitely do the splits. Yep, he can definitely do the splits. He does have leg bend, although it looks kind of weird. I don't know if I would call this his knee because of how short it is, but they do bend like right around here at the shin area. He has thigh rotation. He doesn't have foot rotation, but he does have ankle tilt. And yep, that covers the basics on his articulation. So let's see if I can turn Flatline the medic into a supermodel. I know that he doesn't really want to become a supermodel, but I'm gonna make him one. So let's go ahead and roll the photo shoot, and let's bring back the luxury life. So Flatline comes with a gun as well as these 3 little bits here. Now, the first time when I first played with him, I didn't know what these were until I realized that they're supposed to go on his gun. But each of these little pieces, they actually can be wielded individually as weapons. And as mentioned earlier in the articulation section, his left hand is removable. So you can actually slot those little pieces into his left hand and wield them as a weapon if you would like. So as far as like the gun goes, you could basically attach those little tidbits here onto the end of the gun. So here's version 1, version 2, and version 3. Now, as a little bit of a note, and perhaps this actually took me a while to realize, but the 2 silver bits, I thought they were the same thing, but they're actually different. If you actually look at them really carefully, they're actually 2 different pieces. So they are actually different. So that's really interesting. You can place the gun on the back here. I think in the original review, I did actually show this off, but I just want to kind of show you where you can place the gun on the back here. There's this little platform on his back, and you can actually mount the gun back here. And then now he can actually fire the gun from his shoulders, basically. Yeah, so Flatline has a lot of ways you could really play around with him, especially considering that you can change out like the weapons with him. Like you can change out the little tidbits and then put it into his left hand if you like. So there's a lot of ways you can really play around with Flatline. So I really like his accessory choices. So as usual, I do my weapon testing with these characters, and actually Flatline, because he was my first action figure that I reviewed, he's actually the original OG of where I started testing weapons with the swords. Oh, he can. Look at this. He can still wield the swords. Like, he looks really great with swords. I feel like he looks like an assassin than a medic. But yeah, he looks really awesome with swords. Then I tested to see if he could equip Barricade's guns. And here he is with Barricade's guns. It doesn't really look quite as cool with the guns, though. But still, I think he does look really nice holding them. And finally, he can hold Novocaine and Freezer. And interestingly, I actually tested this. And you can actually put Novocaine and Freezer in the spot on his shoulder where you mount his gun on the back, just like this. Yeah, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. You can actually do that. It doesn't fit all the way, but it's kind of nice. You could actually mount this on his shoulder if you really like to. Only if you have Novocaine Freezer, by the way. These guys are not included with him, but again, I just want to kind of see if he can actually, you know, hold these guys in his hands and if they could actually go anywhere else on his body. All right, it is round 2 with the transformation. So here are Flatline's instructions. Yeah, I'm trying to kind of remember. In the original video, I think I said it took me like 20 minutes. I think it was like 15, 20 minutes, I think. Funny enough, when I transformed him again, it only took me like, I want to say maybe 8 or 9 minutes. So definitely half that time to actually get him transformed. So let's see if I could do it a little bit better than I did the first time around. Oh my god, okay, it's finally done. I finally got the transformation done. Oh my god, the struggle is real, girl. Like, I can't believe I got it done. It's close, I have to say. It's very close. All right, here's my transformation attempt on Flatline, and he actually looks a lot cleaner than the first attempt. You know, because like the first time around, I think he wasn't closing in properly. I think there was one side on him that it wasn't closing in all the way, but it still looks really, really clean on one side. So yeah, I think he was like this time around, he was definitely a lot easier than I remembered. Like, I know the first time I transformed him, I was really confused with the arms, but now that I've kind of played around with him, like over the last couple months, he's definitely a lot easier to kind of get down now. So yeah, this is it. This time he's actually a little bit more complete. I actually did put his weapons away on him. So now you have the little 2 silver bits on the top, and I also put his gun on the top of the roof. I actually don't think I remember putting the gun on top of the roof here the first time, but either way, he looks a little bit more complete this time. I actually don't really remember if the windshields were supposed to be sticking out like this. I feel like they should have been closing down, but I don't know. I don't remember the windshields looking like this, but this is our newest attempt on Flatline. Definitely a way better attempt than the first time around. So now that I got Flatline down, what would I rate the difficulty on him? I definitely feel like he's definitely a little bit easier this time around. So I would kind of give him maybe a 3 out of 10. I think the first time I was like maybe want to say a 5 out of 10, but this time I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10 on difficulty. But yeah, that takes care of my transformation attempt on Flatline. Let me see if you can see how he rolls. Okay. I know, I just like took him out of the box and he's like so cute. He's like so cute. I mean, is he still cute? Yeah, is he still cute? I mean, when he's sitting down, yeah, he's definitely adorable, right? I mean, can you believe it's been like 6 months since he like reviewed Flatline? Like, he's my very first action figure that I reviewed, and honestly, I thought Blackout was going to be the first one, but we're saving him for later. Yeah, we're saving Blackout for later. We already know what we're going to do with him, but I mean, has my opinion changed on Flatline that much in the last 6 months? Not really. I mean, he's still a very solid figure. I feel like even 6 months later, he is still really, really sturdy and solid. I will say there's probably two things that I do want to comment on, and I don't know if I ever touched base on it in the review. The one thing I wanted to comment on or critique on is just how he stands. Now, it's funny because when I took him out of the box several months ago when I made that review, he was standing just fine, right? But I have noticed that when I was playing around with him, I've had some issues getting him to stand. And I don't know if it's just like either his legs are just too straight or that this just needs to kind of bend a little bit more. So he kind of has a slight little chicken leg kind of happening. I don't know. I have noticed that he does have some standing issues. I don't know if anyone else has kind of had issues with him standing, because I don't know if it's not so much of the fact that these things down here, his little heel parts, because they kind of help a little bit, but in connection to that, and actually the second thing I wanted to comment on is the fact that it's really hard to get these heels out. I really, really hate getting these things out. Like, again, you can see me kind of struggling getting his heels out, but that's like that's the second thing that I did not really like. And yeah, my opinion on that still has remained the same, that I just hate taking these damn things out. It's probably my least favorite thing with him, especially when it comes to getting his transformation back out. Oh, funny enough, so I know in the original review, I had a hard time getting his head out, because I think in the original review, I had to use a toothpick to get his head out, but I think I was able to find an easy way to get his head out, and I think it was just like this hinge back here, and I just kind of like did that to just drag his head back out. I don't think I ever touched base on the light piping, because that's the one thing I really loved about him, is that when you shine the light on his head, his eyes do actually glow. So the light piping is a really, really strong feature and really takes him up to the next level here, all right? Again, like, I feel like my opinion on him has not really changed too much. It's just that in the old review, there were just so many things that I didn't comment on, since it was more like a first impressions, but still, you know, for my lasting impressions, I still think he's great, all right? It's been a pleasure, you know, reviewing you twice here, because, you know, I didn't really kind of know how my reviews were going to turn out, you guys. Like, seriously, you guys, like, I didn't really know how to put a review together like 6 months ago. And then now, fast forward 6 months later, I could definitely say that I feel like I know how to put a review together now. And who knows, maybe I might actually do a remaster of this guy next year. And honestly, I know that maybe I should have waited until 2027 to come back to this guy. But did I felt like 6 months later, did I felt like I've grown a lot? And well, yeah. Safe to say, I think I've definitely grown a lot in the last 6 months. All right, so do I recommend Flatline? And well, even 6 months later, I pretty much would still recommend him. You know, it's really crazy that I met you 7 months ago, and I never thought that you would actually make it this far, Flatline. Because, you know, you are definitely more than a medic. You have definitely become a superstar on my channel. So yeah, I really can't wait to see what you're going to do going forward from here. All right, you guys, that wraps up my review on Flatline here. So I'm going to go ahead and have Flatline wave goodbye. If you guys like this review, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe to my channel if you're new. And I shall see you guys on the next episode, all right? So have a good night, you guys.